Welcome to Situationships with Sophie and Christine from BBC Sounds.
I'm author Sophie Gravia, known for my best-selling spicy books.
I'm Christine McGuinness, model, author and TV personality.
Each week, we're going to help you navigate through the toughest, most outrageous
and downright weird scenarios that life can serve up. From awkward situations in the bedroom to swallow me whole moments on dates, at work or with your mates.
Whatever your dilemma,
our podcast has got you covered. Hi, welcome back. Here is a little taste of all the fruity fun that we've got to come. Oh God, no, stay away. That's too messy. Don't risk
far
it.
Too messy.
I thought it was messy enough before I knew she was married. You get that little itch. There's like a 7-year itch, isn't there? I think I get more of like a 7-day itch. It's a completely different ball game. Probably isn't the right term for it. There's no balls involved.
Obviously guys are quite, hey, what's happening, blah, blah, here's a picture of my dick. How does that work then?
Welcome to Situationships with me, Christine McGuinness.
And me, Sophie Gravia.
We're on episode 3, can you believe we're here already?
I can't believe it. I love it.
I feel so at home and I feel like we have discussed so much, but today, honestly, I think this is the one I'm most nervous about because I don't know much about it. We are discussing AI.
I'm so excited to get involved and chat everything, and we've got so many stories from our listeners and I can't wait to get started.
I can't wait. I wonder who's going to give better advice, me and you or AI?
Me and you, 100%. So I love AI, but I've only been introduced to AI maybe last year. So I was introduced to AI by my friends who told me that I had to use it because I was dating a guy. So it's very relevant to this podcast as well. So I was dating a guy last year and he was a nice person, couldn't fault him in any way, but I just wasn't into it.
Okay, why?
I just
couldn't quite figure it out.
No, I didn't know. Like, I enjoyed when I was with him. I don't know if it was maybe a wee bit boring.
Okay,
so
the spark just wasn't there.
There was no spark.
Yeah.
But I know he thought he had the spark. So then I kept thinking, maybe if I just go along with it a bit longer, like...
So trying to end a situationship like that must be quite difficult when everything just seems right. It's nice, it's lovely, you can't fault them.
Can't fault them.
But there's just something missing.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to explain that?
So I was like in that exact position. So I was like, how do I actually do this? So one of my friends said you should download ChatGPT or AI. And so I downloaded it and asked that exact question. And I was like, can you write out a text message for me to dump my boyfriend, who wasn't actually my boyfriend, situationship, to dump my boyfriend and basically tell me there's nothing wrong with him, it's not you, it's me, it's pure cliche. So they gave me this great text message to write.
AI did?
Yep. And it was, honestly, it was great.
Sounds amazing.
So I sent that in. I then obviously got a couple of phone calls, but it was like, can't answer at the minute, sorry. So then I got a text message, copy and paste, put it straight back to AI. Can you also find me a reply to this? Straight back, 10 out of 10.
So you had AI do the whole conversation for you and end the situationship?
Yeah, and you can write. So I was, they were being quite nice. So it was turning, that chat was turning, like, what else can I do? Like, do it. And I was like, no, this conversation needs to end. This needs to end. I felt uncomfortable. Like, I don't even want to talk about this anymore. It got to that stage. So I was like, be more firm, please, in the AI box. And they were like, okay, Sophie, we can be more firm. And then they wrote out a whole new message.
I love this.
It was so, honestly.
I love it because I struggle with things like that because I don't like upsetting people.
That's exactly it.
I also don't want to stay in anything where I'm just not feeling it, even if it's lovely.
Yeah.
If I think it's just the spark isn't there, the connection isn't right, as lovely as the person is, I would struggle to end it.
It's
so
like,
maybe AI is
I just
the
felt
answer.
like I was wasting my time. Do you know what I mean?
So what happened?
So eventually, I think I did block, but AI wrote it very nicely, a lot nicer than me or any of my friends, because my friends were just like, oh, just tell him to fuck off. And I was like, I can't do that 'cause he's a nice person. Like, and I didn't want to hurt anyone at the same time. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I've decided like I want to take this time for myself and blah, blah, blah. 10 out of 10.
So AI saved the day. I think it's really, really good if you're in that situation where you know that you're not emotionally involved.
Yep.
Because AI obviously is a computer, there's no emotions. So that's nice. It's a nice clean response to what he was messaging you. But I think if it was something where you did care a little bit more, I don't know if you should go to AI.
I mean, I was editing it a bit to add names, like add his name into it or add my name into it,
personalise it a
make it a bit more Scottish to the way I would write. Adding a wee bit. So I was just like copy pasting the reply, putting it in the Dropbox, and then like adding a wee I in there or something, so it didn't look so AI.
Oh my God, it sounds amazing. Sounds really good.
But I do think, but see, at the same time, somehow I know it's a computer. Somehow I feel like I have got a connection with my AI, because when I was like copy and pasting those text messages, for example, it was coming back saying, oh, Sophie, this is a really hard text message to receive. And I'm like, oh, I know. Like, so, it like, talks to you, yeah.
I've used it, but only briefly. I've never used it for something quite personal like that, although I can guarantee that I will be doing now. I've used it just for more like work type stuff. I've used it to like shorten captions. I've got a bad habit of telling a really, really long story when it's literally just a sentence. I go all around the houses instead of getting to the point. Yeah. So it's helped me with that, with shortening things down. Yeah. But that's like work stuff. I don't know about more personal conversation. I don't know how I'd feel if somebody had used that for me the other way around. I don't know if I'd be a little bit like, can't you just speak for yourself, or is that really how you feel, or is that what AI is suggesting? Yeah,
I feel like I wouldn't do it if it was something that probably meant more to me. Do you know what I mean?
It's quite scary, isn't it, when you think about it? I'm just thinking, like, when I was at school, this would have been amazing for me. I'm absolutely fascinated. I can't wait to get myself on AI later. I think it might become my best friend.
Everything. Covers everything. So you guys can get in touch. We want to hear all your stories, all your dilemmas. It doesn't have to be about AI.
And you can WhatsApp us on our Hot Mess hotline on 08000 224448.
Or you can email us at situationships@bbc.co.uk.
We are also talking about today if we can give better advice than AI. So I think we should check out some of
I love this idea as well. So will we jump in and see what the story is?
Who's been in touch?
Okay, short and sweet, okay. I'm married to a great person, some incompatibilities. I have a burning desire to see who else is out there. What do I do? So will I give let's chat about it first, and then we'll AI it.
Because I don't want to be swayed by AI, because AI sounds amazing. Yeah. But surely like personal experience. Yeah. It's got to be better. I don't know, though. I think everyone gets to that stage in a relationship where you wonder if the grass is greenner. Yep. You get that little itch. There's like a 7-year itch, isn't there? I think I get more of like a 7-day itch. The 7th date, and I'm kind of like, I'm not really sure. It depends. It depends on where you are in life. Yep. Have you been in this relationship for a long time? Are you really sure? Have you tried every avenue to fix it?
So this guy is married.
So, wow.
Yeah, he's married.
And he's thinking about it. Yeah. For me personally, I think if you're thinking about it, you're already halfway out. But I think that's women. I think women almost, they've ended it before they've ended it.
Yeah, they take a lot longer,
check out
don't they?
Before they check out. Yeah. Whereas men are a little bit more like, they could be married, seeing someone for a long time, dating or whatever in a situationship, and someone else will walk past, catch their eye, and that's it, they're gone.
Yeah, but I think as well, they realise quicker and they want straight back.
Of course they do, but you can't do that.
But you
can't. No return. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think if you're married and you're thinking about seeing who else is out there, then the right thing to do is obviously end the marriage or separate or take a break, because it just gets so messy, doesn't it, if you're married and then start messing about. It's just
I think
so much heartache.
I think, but I think in anything, if you're committed to someone, any
100%.
ending is hard. Even if it's, I struggle to leave an event. I
Yeah.
struggle to leave a dressing room.
Yeah.
I struggle with transitions anyway, so I probably stay far too long.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask AI how to deal with that. But I think it's normal and it's human to at some point get a little bit bored or wonder if you'd be better off alone. It might not necessarily be to go and start having fun or dating somebody else. But I think, before you actually act on it, try and spend more time together.
100%.
Go back and look at old memories. I always find looking through photos and videos reminds you of the spark that you had and the good times that you did before you actually leave. Because once you do leave, there ain't no coming back. But
I think, so whenever like you're back in that routine and you're in the house and you've got the kids and you're juggling like work and then you're coming in, like I make a conscious effort even when we're shattered, like I'll just go out for a coffee most nights with my boyfriend, and it's just that time for the two of us, and straight away that night you feel so much better.
So you make sure you put time in for each other.
Put our phones down. Or if I'm stressed, I'm like, oh, I'm so stressed about this, I can't do that, and he's like, right, give me your phone, set your phone down, Mum will go a walk, and it just, that time just together makes such a big difference.
Yeah, definitely. I think dating should actually be a thing all the way through a relationship,
100%.
not just the beginning.
Yeah.
It is important to just have that time together.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you probably are going to get to that point. But what is AI saying? Is AI telling them to leave or
the
stay?
AI response. That's an honest and really brave thing to admit. Feeling that pull doesn't mean you don't love or respect your partner. If it means something inside you is stirring, asking you to check in with yourself, and ignoring the voice completely could lead to more resentment or quiet drifting later on. The tension you're feeling is between loyalty and authenticity, and that is no small thing. Here are some gentle but clear paths forward you might reflect on. Get radically honest with yourself. Is it about desire, about emotional connection?
Wow, AI is deep.
Deep. A lot deeper than us there. A need for more freedom or something else entirely. Sometimes we crave escape when we actually need depth or clarity within.
Oh my God, I'm really analysing my whole life here right now. Someone else has been in contact and they're saying, I haven't dated for a while. Mm-hmm. Is this something that would potentially put off other women? What should I do?
I don't think that would put me off, because there was a time in my life I didn't date for 5-6 years, and I think it's normal to feel like that though. Like I felt really nervous and
see, I would question everything if I went on a date with someone and they were like, let's say they go, I've been single for 5 years. I'm going to go, why? Why? What have you done? What are you going wrong? What is there?
But there probably is a reason, isn't it? So they've maybe been out of a relationship, need to work on themselves.
If it's for that reason, I love that. But why did you need 5 years?
Yeah, because they wanted to
taking time out for yourself is incredible. It's the best thing. I've done it and I absolutely loved it. I'm so happy that I've done it.
Yep.
But if I was on a date with someone and it was a really long time that they've been single, I would want to know why. Or if it was because, they'd been going on dates and it just wasn't working out again, I'd be like, well, why, what?
Yeah.
What is it?
But it could be the dating game. Literally, the dating game is so bad. Why?
But what these want to know is if they should actually be telling the person that they're going on a date with that they've been single for a while, because they feel like it is a big put off. So I'm guessing from what they're saying is that
they haven't even dated.
When they're going on dates and they're saying they've been single for a while, it seems to be having a negative response. Maybe just don't say it.
I'd be quite happy with that. Like no psycho exes in the mix, no like moaning, and do you know what I mean? Like no one going to be scrutinising your pictures in the background. Like I quite like that.
True. I'm still trying to understand the word single and what that means. When people say to me, how long have you been single? I don't really know. Because do you include situationships in that time?
Yeah, I wouldn't include that. I would say if I was in that situation, I've been single for 3 years now, but I've seen people along the way.
Which is exactly me. Thank you, Sophie.
That's exactly just AI. It's AI.
AI is saying that it's completely normal to feel that way. Taking a break from dating doesn't make you less appealing. In fact, that time away can show emotional maturity, self-awareness, and the ability to focus on yourself, which are all very attractive traits.
Yep.
And that's what I've been doing for the last 3 years. I've just been taking time
That's
for
what
myself.
I've been doing for 13
Focusing
years.
on work.
If you love Situationships with Sophie and Christine, don't forget you can enjoy more from us on BBC iPlayer and Sounds.